Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So today I am filming another what I eat in a day while in a calorie deficit. So it's Friday morning, I've got myself up and ready and I've got the girls up, they're just having their breakfast at the moment. So I'm just about to make my morning tea because I'm going to drop them off, then I am going to go for my morning walk, which I have started to do again since they've started school. So that has been lovely, just to get out, get some fresh air in the morning, and it just makes me feel so much better. And I actually love the routine that we are in once they're in school. But yeah, I'm just going to make my tea. And then I've still got some time before actually going off to school. They still need to get dressed and things like that. So while they eat their breakfast, I'm just gonna whiz around and clean up as much as I can downstairs, because then it's just less for when I come back. Basically, I've got other things to do today as well. I've got another video to film as well, which I'll be doing at some point this morning after my walk. So yeah, I'm just going to make this tea. Again, all the calories will be on screen throughout this video for all my meals and every single thing that I eat today. And if you are not aware, I do plan on eating between 1400 and 1500 calories a day. That's how much I allow myself. You can't take my calories and use them for yourself because everyone's bodies are different. And there's loads of factors that come into it. So anyway, that's my calorie intake normally for the day. I'm going to try and stick to it. Closer to 1400 rather than 1500 if I can, but I always allow up to 1500 just in case I need them. If I'm extra hungry, I'm going to use them up. So yeah, let me go ahead and make this, and then I'm going to tidy up before I get the girls dressed, and then we're going to head to school. We're finally out the door now and heading off to school. I didn't even end up finishing my tea. I just didn't have the time, to be honest. There was just so much to do. The cats are running wild as well. One actually went yesterday. Our first kitten went to its new home last night actually, and Raina was crying and crying and crying last night because she misses the kitten. It was actually our favourite one out of all of them. The most well behaved, the most chilled out, just one of the best behaved ones basically. So yeah, that one went yesterday, and then we've actually got another one going this weekend.
possibly a third one going this weekend as well. I'm going to get confirmation about that one later on today. But yeah, they are slowly now leaving us. I am, however, going to have one of them. I'm going to be keeping one of them for a bit longer until... Sorry about that. Hannah just decided to fall. And yeah, she's whinging. She doesn't want to hold my hand. She wants to walk by herself. And where we walk is pretty cobbly and it's wet. But she doesn't want to hold my hand and she just wants to do it herself. And then she falls and then she whinges. What was I saying? Yeah, so I'm actually going to be keeping one of the kittens for a bit longer because my sister's actually having it. She's going away until like the end of October, so she's going to collect it when she gets back. So I'm going to have to keep hold of that one until then, but I think the rest will probably be gone by then. So yeah, that's what's been going on. Like I said, I'm going to drop the kids off now. And then I'm gonna pop my earphones in and just go for a nice walk. The weather has cooled down, thankfully. We whinge either way, but it was just too hot last week. It was too humid. Couldn't sleep, couldn't do anything, couldn't even go out because it was just too hot, unbearable heat. So yeah, that's cooled down now. It's been raining, which I don't mind, to be honest. It's still warm. So yeah. I prefer walking in this type of weather where I can just walk and not be roasting in the heat. So yeah, let me drop these guys off and then we'll head to the park for a walk.
Okay, we are back home and we're going to get straight into making breakfast because I'm starving. I'm actually going to make another cup of tea as well because, like I said, I didn't get to finish the first one. I had about half a cup, so I'm going to make another cup of tea now and then I'm just going to get breakfast on. Usual breakfast for me, it's going to have eggs in there. I might have a bagel thin, so let's crack on and make that now. Breakfast is now done. So I actually ended up making something completely different to what I said. So instead of bagel thins, I had some sandwich thins. So I thought, why not just have a sandwich thin instead? So I've toasted it, put some Flora Light on there. Then I have scrambled up 2 eggs with salt, pepper, chili flakes, and I put some butter in the pan as well. And then I just decided to have some baked beans with it because I haven't had baked beans in so long with breakfast. So I saw some in the fridge and I thought, why not have some? So yeah, got that for my breakfast and I've got my cup of tea as well. So I'm gonna go ahead, eat this now. Like I said, I've got a busy day, I've got other things to do. So I'm gonna eat this now and then I'll be back when I have something later on. Guys, it's now lunchtime. It's almost 2 p.m. And I don't know what I want. I honestly do not know what I want. So I'm gonna have a look, see what we've got in the fridge. I have just done my shop recently, so my fridge is pretty full. So I have loads of choices, but I'm just not feeling anything in particular. Can you hear my kittens? Let me show you. Look at them all. Hi, babies. Hi. Yeah, so I could eat something. I definitely want to eat, but honestly, I don't know what to have. But I'm gonna have a quick raid through the cupboards as well, see if there's anything easy I can put together. I wouldn't mind a sandwich, but honestly, I don't have any bread, but I do have sandwich thins, which I literally had for breakfast. Is it bad to have the same thing twice? not in my world. Honestly, I could eat the same thing all the time and not get bored. And in these videos especially, I try and make it so I'm not boring you. But I do fancy a bit of a sandwich and maybe some crisps on the side. Something light like that. So that's what I might do. I might have a sandwich thin with some cheese, cucumber, and then some crisps on the side. I think it's a good idea because days like this where I'm not that hungry, I don't really fancy anything specific. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have. We're gonna have a sandwich thin sandwich and we're gonna have some crisps on the side. So let's just get all of our ingredients out of the fridge. So I'm gonna need some Flora Light because I can't have a sandwich without any butter or stuff like that. Then I'm gonna need some cheese. I've got some medium cheddar. I also want some cucumber. This is literally a child's lunch, I know, but I really like sandwiches, honestly. I love sandwiches, but I haven't got any normal bread. So I've got that. Is there anything else I can add in my sandwich? Oh, these babies. And look at them all feeding with Kiki. So cute. I think that's it, to be honest. Do you know what else I could eat right now? A veggie wrap pizza, but I just can't be bothered to make that right now. It's just one of them days. Let's go ahead and make our sandwich. So I've got my handy weighing scale. Can't calorie count without this thing. You need it if you are calorie counting because you're gonna have to weigh out every single thing that you have. Also, I did mention in one of my previous what I eat in a day that I don't weigh or measure like salads or anything salad related because they are so low in calories. So it's just extra time that you need to take to do that, and it's too much faffing about, so I don't do that. So I've got my sandwich thins. I'm gonna add some Flora on there. And if you're not sure how to measure things like this, you don't have to put your actual sandwich thin. For example, you don't have to put the sandwich thin on the scale to measure how much you're putting on. Instead, put your whole tub of Flora on your scale, set it to 0, and then as you start taking it out, it'll just tell you the amount you've removed. So it'll say like -5 grams, for example. So that's an easier way to do it if you don't already do it that way. Okay, so we've used 5 grams of Flora Light. I just like to write everything down, and then when I'm done, after I've eaten, I'll just put it all into my Fitness Pal and I'll know the calories for it that way. Next up, cheese. I'm using this one from Aldi. It's just the medium cheddar. This is not low in calories, but the whole lunch is pretty low, so I can afford to have some of this. Also, don't mind the microwave noise in the back. I'm actually making some jacket potatoes for my husband's lunch, but I'm just softening them a little bit in the microwave first. So for the cheese, I'm actually going to use this grater. Use one of these rather than the bigger ones because you get so much more. Well, it looks like it, and it makes you think you're having more cheese when you're really not. So just use this finer side on the grater. Right, cheese is on there. Last thing I'm going to add is some cucumber. Normally when I've got bread, I like to add lettuce, I like to add tomatoes, maybe some red onion, but on a sandwich thin, I don't like too much filling because it is so thin. So I'm just gonna add a few slices of cucumber, and like I said, I'm not gonna weigh this, I'm not gonna count my calories for this because they're so low in calories. Okay, our lunch is now ready. So I have got my sandwich thin, and in here I've literally got Flora Light, some grated mature cheddar and cucumber, and then I have got some crisps, so I went with these Waves sweet chili multigrain. They are so tasty. I'll pop the calories on screen now. So yeah, this is my lunch. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to have my water as well, which I show you in every video pretty much. And I'll be back when I have something again. Good evening, guys. It's now time to prep some dinner, and I'm actually really hungry after that lunch because it wasn't very much. So I'm not too sure what we're gonna have just yet, but I'm gonna take a vote, see what everyone wants, and then I'm gonna start making it, so I'll show you when I do that. And then we'll just see what I've come up with. You know by now, I do not plan my meals. I literally make a meal on the spot. That's why half of the time I literally don't know what I'm having and I just have whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be something to do with chicken, I think, because I do have some chicken. I've got some mince as well, but I don't know if anyone wants any mince. So we'll just see what we end up having and I'll show you when I do it. Okay, we are finally back after making dinner. That took me absolutely ages to do because I actually made two different things. So I made this is a, let me just check, it is a hot chili pesto chicken pasta, which looks like that. I'm not having this was just for everyone else. They love this. I'm not a big fan of chicken pasta, but that's what that looks like. And I actually used this is a hot chili pesto jar. I used the whole thing, but I added some extra bits in there and added some cheese as well, and that's what that looks like. So I've just put the rest of that in some Tupperware to put in the fridge later. But for myself, I ended up making a huge bowl of pasta with some bolognese basically. I chucked in some veggies, so I've got some mushrooms, onions, peppers, is that it for veggies? And then I added some cheese, and I have just put it in the microwave just for the cheese to melt a little bit. But I really need this big bowl of pasta today because I am pretty hungry after lunch. So yeah, something like this, nice hearty filling meal will be perfect. And again, I'm going to fill up my water bottle right to the very top, and I'm going to try and get through the whole thing with this meal. I think that will be perfect to finish off my day. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead, eat this now. Then I'm going to clean up the whole kitchen because it's a big mess at the moment. But yeah, with the bolognese, obviously I made more. I've only used 200 grams of it in this. And what you do is you just create a recipe on MyFitnessPal. And when you go to weigh it out and portion yours up, you can find out exactly how many calories is in that portion. So it's just a different way of doing it if you are cooking like a bigger batch and you're gonna feed multiple people out of it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat this, and if I do eat anything else, I'll come back. Either way, I'll come back to finish off or to have something else. Hi everyone, I am now finally back for one last thing to eat before I call it a day. And it is a small bowl of popcorn. This is sweet popcorn. And you can honestly eat so much of this for low calories, so it's a really good snack if you're feeling a sweet tooth coming on and you don't know what to have. This is a great option. And this is going to be the last thing that I eat tonight, so I really hope you enjoyed today's what I eat in a day. I hope it gave you some motivation and some ideas, and of course I'll be doing more of these in the future, so let me know if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like button below as well, and I will see you all really soon. Take care, bye.